Greetings, facilitators. This is the lesson plan overview for December the 12th for the school year program. You will receive this lesson plan overview via email. This is the first page, which will contain the school year program schedules for 7th grade and 8th grade. Session 1, you will have social emotional learning and coding adventures for 7th grade, and Session 2 will be their public speaking. 8th grade will have public speaking first, and then they will have social emotional learning or coding adventures. As a reminder, they have to sign up for coding adventures, and there's limited spots. The first 15 minutes, the 8:45 to 9 o'clock slot, is the morning meeting session. So for first 15 minutes, we'll do the affirmation, and I will disperse them to their first period classes. So let's dive into the public speaking lesson plan. So for this month, we're going to look at speaking with confidence. The previous month, we talked about self-advocacy and how to advocate with your voice. And we're deep diving into speaking with confidence. And it is a business course, but it is based on public speaking. And we want students to understand the importance of speaking with confidence. This is the technology resources that you will receive. You will receive a video, a crash course video, and a video for the hook. The slide presentation, which I do recommend that you use the slide presentation to navigate through the lesson. They will submit a Google Form submission, as well as a Flipgrid submission that is embedded in the slide presentation. And then this is a suggested interactive tool, the Wheel of Names, which is a random name selector, and it helps students to be able to be called on equally, as well as if you feel that they're not participating. I oftentimes use this to just help with discussion. So just for review, you can type in student A, student B, student C, and you can type in their names, and you simply spin the wheel, and it will randomly select a student. You have the option to remove once the student is selected, it will remove them from that side in the actual wheel so that you know other students who have not been called. You can add these students' name during the do now or during attendance. You can copy and paste it, simply helping you to facilitate classroom management a little bit more effectively. And so let's dive into the actual lesson plan overview. So the product, they're going to do a Flipgrid submission of a pitch. They're going to promote a product to investors, and they will be able to use the strategies developed in the crash course video and in the lesson to demonstrate their ability to speak confidently. The purpose, students will be able to improve their soft skills and gain the trust of their audience by developing the way they speak with confidence. And again, we're going to start with the presentation because it's easier, and all of this is included. I've embedded the purpose, I've added the do nows and hooks just to help you guide you through the lesson as well. So this is the actual presentation. And for the purpose of the lesson plan overview, I'll put it in edit mode so that you can see. So this is the purpose and the guiding question. The goal is to develop strategies to speak confidently. And why is it important to speak with confidence? So students should be able to grasp that understanding. Their do now. Public speaking is not always giving speeches in front of an audience. What are some examples of situations that require a person to speak to a group of people? They can drop their answers in the chat. You can use a Wheel of Names random selector to call on students, or you can have them unmute. It is up to you, but we want them to understand that public speaking is not just speaking in front of an auditorium. Public speaking is what I'm doing right now. Public speaking is when they're with their friend groups, trying to persuade them to think about an idea or a concept. It could be in church. It can be in front of a class. There's various ways in which they will be practicing public speaking on a daily basis, especially in professional settings and in educational settings as well. And then we will move into the hook. So with the hook, they're going to watch a video of a 15-year-old entrepreneur who's going to pitch an idea to investors in the series The Shark Tank. And as you can see when you watch the video, Carson is going to have effective strategies that he's going to articulate in order to persuade his audience. He's going to be articulate. He's going to be knowledgeable, provide credible facts. He's going to seem trustworthy, and he's going to have a story to tell. And as they go through the actual video of the strategies of success, which is the acronym in order to speak confidently, they're going to see some of the things that he did in his actual pitch. So this crash course business skills video, again, is episode 4. It's going to help them navigate through public speaking. So through spoken communication, they're going to click on the Google form icon to actually add their responses as the video plays. So again, this is the video review form they're going to complete. The questions are actually already in the lesson plan. So it's very simple. It's mostly DOK1 questions. What does the S stand for in success? Again, the S, the word success is spelled incorrectly intentionally because there is only 2 S's for the acronym and 2 C's. So if students point that out, just let them note that. This is the actual video that will play large into the full screen. And about 10 minutes, the presenter will go through various components of being a confident speaker. And at the end, I advise you all to, review with the students the acronyms, because she kind of goes through it pretty quickly, even though it is 10 minutes. But this is going to be the majority of your class time. So just reviewing, when you are speaking, what you say is just important as how you say it. And always remember the acronym success. So S, simple. U, use the unexpected. C, make it concrete. C, keep it credible. E, make it emotional. S, tell a great story. And now they end up being able to refer to what they've learned in that video, in the crash course video, as well as in the hook with Carson's pitch in Shark Tank, to actually create their own Flipgrid pitch. This product pitch is going to be a very simple, short video where they're going to use the tips in the acronym. They don't have to implement every tip or every component of success, but they're going to have 1 minute and 30 seconds to sell any product of their choice. Remember to speak with confidence and draw in their audience. Remember, the class is only 50 minutes, and so this is going to take up about maybe 10 minutes for them to do, because you want them to write out their pitch, and then you can allow them to leave the class to submit their pitch, to pitch via Flipgrid. So when you click on Flipgrid, you can click here. The link is also in the footnotes. They're going to be able to record their response here. Please, as a note, if they're going to try to complete the pitch in class, in their Zoom class, they're going to be unable to. They have to exit the screen, the Zoom session, to actually submit their Flipgrid, because the 2 screens are not going to work at the same time. And so make sure that they are permitted to leave class in order to get the pitch done. You can allow them, the last 5 minutes, please report back to class so that they can do the closing. You can close it out with just reviewing some facts or asking them to share, and you can share their Flipgrid submissions with them as, that's part of their exit ticket, this pitch. Any questions that you may have, please feel free to contact me. Again, it's a quick 50-minute course on speaking confidently, ways in which they speak confidently with this video through Crash Course. Please review it with them and guide them in completing the Flipgrid video. Have a good evening.